You totally couldn't tell that I was in there. Hi, it's me. So, as you guys probably know, because I'm incapable of shutting up about it, I am going home to America for 5 weeks. I am nervous, excited. I haven't done this in a very long time. It's been a while, so I'm gonna do like a packing and then flying video. Tomorrow I have to get my first ever COVID test. Today I am just gonna pack. I have to pack for temperate, beautiful 23 degrees and sunny every single day, but then it gets really cold at night, California weather. And then I have to pack for humid, sticky, rainy, but beautiful East Coast summer weather. Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna talk your ear off while I'm packing because I have a lot of feelings suddenly. I've kind of already laid out my clothes, so I'm cheating a little bit. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna put my stuff in here. Shall we? Okay. Hi. How do I want to... First of all, what am I wearing on the airplane? Hold on. Okay, we're good. I think you can like guess what these items are, so I'm not gonna walk you through exactly what I'm packing. And I'm mostly bringing like comfy workout clothes because I'm just gonna be packing up the house. The thing I want to talk about though, unfortunately, I'm just gonna unpack my anxiety and my fears onto you right now, if you don't mind. Just to preface this video is a time capsule. I'm talking to you from July 9th. If anything has changed since then, just know that I'm talking to you from a before noon July 9th. For the past like week, we've had what we thought were like relatively high numbers. We were seeing like the mid 700s as far as cases per day for the entire country. And so 700 was already kind of like, oh, we can do better. On the 7th, I think it was, something happened and we had over 1,200 cases in a day. Most of them being in Seoul. Most of them, like over almost 600 of that was just in Seoul. Because of that, some of the countries are changing their like restrictions and stuff when it comes to quarantining. As it stands, if I go to America and I get vaccinated and I wait for 2 weeks after my vaccination, if I can prove that I am coming back to Korea to see a family member or a spouse, I can skip quarantine as long as I prove that I've been vaccinated for the correct amount of time and that I have a negative Rona test, right? That's great. I would like to not quarantine. I also live in a one-room apartment, so I would have to quarantine in a hotel. So I'd really like to not spend that money. For me, like at the end of the day, whatever, like I'll quarantine. It's just kind of not something I am looking forward to doing. But what I'm scared of and what I want to just get out there, I don't want to scare you guys, but like it feels better to talk about it. I'm really scared of the situation of borders closing completely, which to my reasonable part of the brain, I know that it won't. I don't think it will happen. But I just had more than one friend get stuck in Australia. Like literally, my one friend, she came to Seoul in, I think it was winter. She was basically like, yeah, I'm here just to visit and then I'm gonna go back to Australia and I'm gonna get my stuff and I'm gonna move here. And she went back and literally she went back and they closed the borders. Like Australia had a very strict lockdown where it was like nobody in, nobody out kind of thing. And you know that it really worked for New Zealand and Australia. They had a like return to normalcy for a while, but like my friend was stuck and she's still stuck. And I don't know how I would handle that, especially because going back, like my family were essentially like it's an exaggeration, but like we're essentially gonna be homeless because my parents sold a house. They haven't bought their house yet. Again, we're so lucky, we can afford it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm the kind of person that really likes stability and like having a place to, like a plan and a place to be. So if I were to be like locked out of Seoul and then also be in America without a home, like without just a proper family house, I'm really worried for how my mental state, to be quite honest. That is my main anxiety that I did not have until about 2 days ago. Sorry if hearing about my fears makes you guys feel worse, but like It's just something that's on my mind, and I wanted to share that as I'm packing. So that's the future. That's something that I have absolutely no control over. I can't change it. Even if it happens, worst case scenario, I'm gonna be fine. That's all I really wanted to say. So now that that's out of my system, is that really all I'm packing for bottoms? I mean, I guess that's all I really need, right? Right? Yeah, screw it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Can you see I am only halfway full. Excellent. Oh, and then finally, because this video is already nice and long, I asked you guys about the mask situation in America, because I'm gonna be masking the whole time, but my only concern is like, are people being hostile, or are people coming up to you and being like, why are you wearing that, blah blah blah. So the responses made me feel a lot better. Mostly people said that a lot of people are not wearing masks, which is going to be super weird for me, but people are saying pretty much nobody comments, nobody says anything. Anyway, okay, so I've packed. How anticlimactic. I have many other things, but as far as clothing, I think I'm good. Oh, and I'm gonna bring, you might think I'm crazy, but I am packing this big ol' hoodie because California, especially Southern California, what people forget, people have this idea of like perfect weather all the time. It's always sunny, it's always gorgeous. But you forget that we're this lovely mix of desert and ocean town. So when the sun sets, it gets really cold, and then the second the sun is kind of like low in the sky, fog rises up, and it's actually like very cold and misty. If you're a true San Diegan, you probably have a hoodie or a cardigan with you at all times, which I feel like is something that is missing from the international understanding of Southern California. We're a hoodie culture. Done. Okay, that's it for this episode. Yeah, I will catch you guys in a little bit. Thank you for packing a bit with me. See you when I get my brain sucked out or whatever they do. Okay.
코하고 입 할 거예요.
Okay.
Very deep pushing.
Okay.
Please don't move. One, two, three. Okay. Say ah. One, two, three. Okay.
괜찮은데요?
괜찮아요? 코 할 때 아프지 않으셨어요?
조금만 아파요.
이거 남자들도 되게 힘들어요, 이거.
아, 진짜요?
다 되셨고요.
네.
이걸로 문손잡이 잡고 나가시면 되고요.
Alright, shout out to, where did I go? Suncheonhyang Hospital. I had to go to a specific one to get the correct documentation for my flight. This was the easiest one, I don't know. Anyway, super easy. They had this guy, I think he worked there, I don't really know. There were these nurses at the check-in station, and then there was this guy dressed like a hip teenager. I don't know how else to describe it. And he just turns to me and he's like, "Are you waiting?" And I thought he was just trying to like make conversation, but he helped the whole time, and he like knew the nurses. So I don't know what his deal was, this like young hip kid. But anyway, so then yeah, I just had to pay. I had to wait in line in the heat, which wasn't fun. But then the man who took my nostril thing, I told him before, like I sat down and I was like, just so you know, this is my first time. I'm a little scared. And he was like, okay, well, the nose part's gonna hurt a little bit. And I was like, okay. And then he did it and I was like, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty, it felt like the feeling you get when you're swimming and you get
water up your nose, like really up your nose. That's exactly what it feels like. So it just feels like I went swimming. That's that. So I have to come back Monday morning before my flight to get my documents, my results, and yeah, that's it. I wore glasses just because it's another layer of protection. I don't feel like going to a hospital at the time where cases are super high. Like I just didn't, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna head home and I'll see you on Monday at the airport. Well, hello. We've made it to the airport. I have a fancy new mask just for the airplane. I've never seen the airport this empty, which is a good thing. And yeah, God, I'm pitta-patta. Flight anxiety is right back. Didn't miss this. But yeah, we're here quite early, but I'd rather be here early than just sitting in my house pacing. I literally cleaned my apartment. It's the cleanest it's ever been because I just can't sit around waiting to go to the airport. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm gonna check this bag. I usually carry on, but I'm gonna check it because why not? And then we're gonna pick up my, whoa, that's a strong air conditioner. We're gonna pick up my SIM card for America so that I can have cell phone service and then get our ticket. Okay, wait, this is low-key eerie. I have never seen it this empty before. I thought I should get here early because I didn't think that there'd be a line, but like I thought that there'd be more than just, there's literally, I can see like 10 people maximum. I'm allowed to film the entrance area because it's technically still a security area. But I'm glad that I saw it on this end because I'm mentally prepared for what it could be in LA. It's basically kind of terrifying. The doors that open when you just come out into this is like the arrival area. So normally you would like get off your flight and come out of those doors. You are greeted by a ton of people in little glass boxes dressed fully in like anti-virus gear, like scrubs and I don't know. So I'm glad that I saw that here versus like LAX always makes me tense anyway. So if then I were to be greeted by a ton of like blue people masked, I might be a little anxious. But thank you, Korea, for giving me a little taste, a little hors d'oeuvre and appetizer. Who knows? I mean, LA, they're probably lackadaisy. Anyway, I'm gonna go through security now, and I hope that at least one thing is open so I can get like a coffee or something, because we're early, girl. So I got my USIM, so I'm gonna get 30 days of free data, and then for the last week, we'll wing it. So, Lord knows, America does not have good free Wi-Fi, so wish me luck. But let's find security, get in. Through security. Shout out to the cutie that took my tray filled with my laptop, iPad, camera, battery, everything that actually has value in my suitcase. And she, like, I didn't even notice until she like brought it back because I had just gotten to like where to pick up my luggage. And she was like, oh my God, sorry. And I was like, ah, okay. So anyway, nothing is open except for Hermes and a Pyeongjam. So I don't know what to do, but I'm here really early, so I'm literally just gonna walk in circles. This is my spot, y'all, when I come to the airport. Oh, wait, oh. All right, there's a Dunkin'. Oh, there's a Basket. Shut up. Wait, what? Okay, there's a Baskin Robbins, guys. Anyway, we're here. I'm always in this leg of the terminal. And I guess we might be going to Dunkin', get a jump start on our American experience. There's literally nothing to do except for get coffee to exacerbate my anxiety further. So. shot of me in this light, in this air, in this temperature. Oh, what are you doing up there?
Really?
Is that allowed?
Who is?
Hello. Long time no see. It's me! It's me! Come here. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh. Greetings. However many hours later, I am home. I got my first vaccine shot, and there's so much wildlife in this backyard. So anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here, but an uneventful flight. The girl I was sitting next to was very nice, and we chatted for a bit, but overall relatively empty, pretty chill. LAX had absolutely zero security. Like I mentioned in the Seoul airport, I was like, man, you come out in the arrivals gate and there's like all these people dressed like Smurfs and like looking. Yeah, LAX didn't even do customs. Like they didn't take my temperature, they didn't ask for my COVID test. So that was an interesting thing. And then also to just be able to like talk comfortably and chattily with the barista, because small talk isn't really a huge thing in Korea, so to just chat was nice. So anyway, I'm very tired. I'm going to hit the hay and I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. I'm back in my beautiful backyard and I'm gonna go eat and play with my dog.